Hey gang, it's Dr. Brenda, founder of the Gutsy Women Club, where women dare to dream and take bold actions to follow their heart's journey. So, coming at you from the Oregon coast, please subscribe below. I get asked a question every now and then, same question: how can I afford this fantastic life? Okay, so I'm in my mid to later 50s, and I'm out traveling the country with my 3 cats, loving it. Yesterday I was on a jet boat tour. Oh wow, I mean, there were moments on that jet where I had tears streaming down my eyes from the beauty of it and the magical knowledge that I was doing this. I just can't believe this life. And how did I get here? Okay. So, some people think, well, I must have had like a bazillion-dollar career, that I could leave it early, or I've inherited a lot of money, or, there must be some other reason why I can afford to do this. And I'll tell you what, I did have a nice career. It ended early. And I made decent money, but it was always just my salary. I have never inherited a dime, and I never will. And I also was piss poor broke in my early 30s. I had absolutely nothing. I lost everything. Everything I owned lived in a little Honda hatchback, and it was a struggle. So it was really by the time I hit age 33 where I got a good break, started a career, that led to another career, that led to another career. And so there's no magical formula, but let me tell you what my secret is. And I came about this, I'm talking to my business coach, and she's helping me, be an entrepreneur and get things off the ground. And I said, look, it all comes down to 4 things: dream, plan, save, do. That's it. Dream, plan, save, do. Okay, you got to have some type of a dream. You got to be motivated. What motivates you to have a different type of life? And for me, I never RV'd. It wasn't the RVing that I was chasing. It was travel. It was experiencing new things, seeing incredible sights. And I always knew I didn't want to work into my 60s and 70s, that there's work, and it may be fulfilling in some ways, but I didn't want to work forever. So I wanted to retire early, and I wanted to travel. That was my dream. And planning, I didn't really start planning, I'm going to tell you what, until I was in my late 30s and early 40s, where I started to plan. And one of the things that I wanted to do was be a mom. I'm like, okay, I'm not married. I'm probably not going to do it the biological way. So why don't I adopt a child? And so, I'd planned to become a mom. I adopted a child from Ukraine when I was 40 years old, and that sort of set the tone for the planning of how do I want my latter years to look? How do I want, I'm going to be raising this kid and she was older, so I'm going to be raising this kid, for the next 15 years, 14 years, and then what do I want out of my life? Now, okay, so I had the dream, I got the plan, and third part is the savings. So I'll tell you what, part of that experience in my early 30s of being so piss poor broke is that when I did have a career, I treated it as if it was maybe 2 paychecks. So one, I could pay for all my bills, and the other one I tried to tuck away into retirement and savings. And so I had, and still there's a little bit of me left in this, it has this fear of like being this homeless bag lady on the streets with nothing. And so that fear drove me to save, maybe even oversave, but I saved for the next 20 years, 21 years. And over time, as you know, I went through the 2008, 2009. I lost, 6 figures in my retirement account. I went through all that too. Kept plugging along. Made a conscious effort to learn more about finances. Got really fired up by the FIRE community, Financial Independence Retire Early, looked at the math, and I was like, you know what? I could do this. And so I did the dream, the plan, the save. You know what was the hardest? The hardest was the do part. So my career ended, and I'm 54 years old, and I don't want another boss. I was making good money, but if I went into the same field, I've probably got to move. I probably have to move up to the DC area. I didn't want to do that. I want to make a go of it on my own. Now, I'm still plugging away at the entrepreneurship, still trying to find a way to make a profit. So I'm not living off of that money. I'm living off of, right now, my house money. I paid off the mortgage, so when I sold it, that was at least 5 years of living expenses. So I'm like, you know what? If I don't do this now, and if I'm telling other people, like, you gotta save up, and then I don't do it, that seems pretty hypocritical. So the doing part was the hardest part, because it meant living an unconventional life. It meant, leaving a community I'd been living in for 16, 17 years, leaving friends. But it was also had lost meaning to me. The house was just a house. It needed a lot of work, and either I could start, pulling out some retirement funds or get a regular job and fix up the house, or I can sell the house, make a big profit, and move into this RV lifestyle. So that's it. Dream, plan, save, do. So there's nothing really, really complicated. Now, I tend to stay in state parks where I can. I am spending more, especially this summer, than I thought I would. And in my head, I thought, okay, maybe I'm going to spend about $2,000 a month during the summer months, where the camping rates are really jacked up, gas prices are high. It's more like $3,000, and then I make up for some of that in the winter, where I'm paying a lot less because I've got a longer month-long lease. So you can do it. And so for my being an entrepreneur, now I coached a woman this morning. I love financial coaching. I mean, she thought she's not doing so well, but when we started to look at what's coming down the pike and where she is and where she wants to be, she can do it. She can do it. I gave her hope, and I love the financial coaching. I've got my online courses at Dream Big Money Academy, and they're a handful. So I just started the Dream Plan Save Do program, and it's a monthly membership. I'm going to give you everything that is in that course, except it's chunked into really bite-sized pieces, and there's a community. So it's really for women to start the discussion. How are you going to raise your income and lower your expenses? Really, the math is very simple. It's not complicated at all. You want to retire in style. What about debt? Is debt dragging you down? So, yeah, simple formula that allows me to live this. It is an incredible life. I have people say, I'm so jealous. And I said, I'm so jealous. Oh, it's my life. Oh yeah, I'm jealous of my own life. It is just fantastic. Your dreams are probably something quite different. It doesn't matter. Have a dream, make a plan, save your funds, and then have the courage to do it. Have the courage to do it. Okay, so I'm gonna put a link in the discussion. Feel free to just say, in the comments, say plans, dream plan save do, dream plan save do, dream plan save do, and I'll send you some information. I'll make sure that you've got the link, and feel free to connect with me personally if you have any questions at all. I'm really excited about this program because I do believe it can help you live out that dream life, just one little piece at a time. Okay, well, that is it. Hey, please subscribe below. There's no magic in affording the dream life. Yep, no magic, just some hard work, some basic tools, some hope, and some dreams. You can do it. All right, you guys take care. Until next time, it's Dr. Brenda saying so long for today. Hey, what a view, huh? What a view. Bye-bye.